I'm sure I've spoken about this before, but knowing your ideal customer and understanding how they feel, how they think, how they act are quite important for us as small business owners to know and also capitalize on. So, today I'm going to speak about how you can do that, or at least get a starting point for doing that using AI. Hi, I'm Amit Suvarna. I'm an organic marketing strategist and coach for solo and small business owners who want to make a big impact and scale their businesses sustainably through organic marketing. So, before I begin, let me just put a disclaimer over here that there is no substitute whatsoever for actually going and speaking with your customers. The amount of time that I spend speaking to my prospective customers, understanding what uh, are their dreams, their fears, their belief systems, how they look at businesses, how they feel about their own customers, how they feel about their employees, what they could do better. It literally takes the most amount of my time. Uh, in fact, I would argue, or rather, I mean, a lot of people around me also argue that I could perhaps double or triple my business if I spoke less to my customers. But I just feel that that's a great investment in understanding, right? So that I can really live up to the expectations of my customers and, you know, do better than expected sometimes. So, uh, as I was saying, as a disclaimer, there is no substitute for doing that. This is perhaps just a starting point to start to get it, especially if you have not gone to market yet, or if you have gone to market, you don't have the means to do this immediately, but you still want to, have some base of understanding to take it further. So with that, let's talk about uh, another point, which is also a disclaimer, is that you don't rely on AI to give 100% right answers, because even if uh, you use AI at the highest level, you're paid for subscriptions from maybe content, copy AI, or basically even use Notion AI or ChatGPT for that matter, you don't trust it 100%. You use your insight and your creativity to fill in the blanks and refine it, because AI does this thing based on the data that it consumes and assimilates and processes. Is that it hallucinates sometimes. It gives answers that it thinks is right, but not really. So be wary of that and take this forward, right? Uh, with the disclaimers out of the way, I must also put emphasis on the fact that this is an exceptionally interesting tool to have in your arsenal to start this thing up. Uh, in fact, as a starting point, it's fantastic. Then you, as if you're a statistician or a data analyst, you basically get a hypothesis that whether this is something that we can work on, and maybe you can test it with A/B testing in your ad campaigns or basically in your social media content, so on and so forth, in your emails, right? So let us begin with understanding our customer a little using three AI prompts that will save time in customer research. So uh, let's look at the first prompt. The first prompt is: act like a world class copywriter, performing market research to better understand your audience. I want you to create the ideal buyer persona profile for whatever product or service you have. Uh, the typical buyer is usually, you put a customer avatar description. The things that are encapsulated in the square boxes or square brackets are the things that you need to put in, right? So, for example, for me, it would be uh, organic marketing done for you services, or organic marketing coaching, Typical buyer is usually a solo or small business owner um, who wants to scale his business. They are usually have experimented already with some marketing without much success, and they want to make a sustainable and big impact on their mission, right? Whatever they need to do, right? I could dig in deeper and maybe say that this is the healthcare niche. Maybe they're physiotherapists or dentists or so on and so forth. It could be I see SaaS IT products and services. So you can, as much detail as you can put in these, the better answers you will get. So include. I've asked it to also include demographics, psychographics, main challenges, values, and motivations of this buyer persona. Include key emotional drivers and powerful language. Give the persona a real name so it's easy for us to refer to it going forward, right? So maybe a Max or a Sarah, right? I also must say that you use this prompt and in the same chat window, especially in ChatGPT, if you're using ChatGPT, you use all three prompts in conjunction. So let prompt number one run first, then you go to prompt number two, which is tell me five believable challenges and five deepest fears of the customer name, Max Sarah, has around finding the product or service that you provide. And what will happen if they don't address the problem? I don't want boring surface level answers. Please give me the deepest fears that customer name likely wouldn't admit loud unless nobody was listening. What are they afraid of the most? What causes them discomfort? What causes them pain and anxiety? What do they worry about? What keeps them up at night? So, um, this is basically based on the fear complex that a lot of customers have, so that you can you know literally know what motivates them. Um Fear is a better motivator than desire, so as a marketer you can make use of that and get results, or rather at least understand what is the psychology behind their their buying decisions, right? So this is number two. You need to fill in your product or service and the customer name that was generated before. And then you move on to number three. Keeping all these challenges and fears in mind, write of 700, you could write 500 uh, word journal entry from the perspective of your customer name, whatever name it comes up with. This fleshes things out. You understand who it is you want to serve and why do you want to serve them. Gives a clear understanding of how also you need to move forward with marketing your product and service, and also how you can make use of these things in normal, day-to-day conversations as well. However, what chat gpt throws up or any of these AI tools throw up is way over the top. So dial it down. Don't use so many buzzwords, because it tends to do this thing that it stuffs it with buzzwords, especially when you say that pretend like a copywriter or a marketing expert, unleash, uncover, demystify. All of those kind of buzzwords come up, which nobody actually uses in uh, normal conversation. So be wary of that. But as a starting point, absolutely brilliant, isn't it? So all these three prompts are there in the description below for you to pick up and try to use. I wish you all the best and an amazing weekday today. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more organic marketing stuff. Bye.